There we go. Now I'm assuming I'm sounding kind of good. So, okay. What a surprise. What's the point of paying? The chat on Streamlab itself is broken, so I'm kind of relying on the Restream one. It should work. So in the meantime, hi, I'm Shiro. If this is your first time here, what I usually do on the stream is I talk a little bit about what happened artistically in the past week, or stuff like that. Basically, I talk about me because this is my channel, this is my show, I do what I want, and then I move on and I draw a comic. Now in the past few years, I've been drawing Bootleg Cookie. I'm taking a break from that right now because I've been drawing it for 10 years. I'm hoping to work on other comics in the meantime. So, for those who were wondering what has happened last weekend, basically, I had an anxiety attack. That's the short of it. The long of it is, it is highly suspected that I have started my perimenopause, because clearly I'm not a young spring flower here. And the biggest hint was me trying to strip down to my underwear while driving, because I suddenly had a sudden uptick of body heat. So yeah, for those worrying, do not. I took an appointment with my doctor. He should get me some medication for perimenopause, and I should be fine soon enough starting next month. Of course, that's one more expense, and that's going to spike up the anxiety, and apparently when you get perimenopause, you have extra anxiety on top of everything. And as far as the Colors of the Month challenge goes, I'm gonna be filming shorts. I still want to do the color challenge. I already pre-filmed the choosing of the prompts I've pre-filmed one of the prompts, and I will be drawing and filming the other prompts later this week. And then I'm going to release them along the week as I get them done. I just need to take a picture of the first prompt. Of course, there's no real way to prove that I'm not cheating. And, well, when you'll see some other prompts, you'll see that I'm not cheating. I'm also trying to give a break to the computer because what compounded the anxiety was, well, vague gesture at everything. Alright, I just wanted to... because I literally don't have a chat on Streamlabs right now. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. That's practical. That's worth the money I put in this subscription. And yes, I did try to reboot Streamlabs to get the chat to work, and nothing is happening. Like I said, I wanted to give the computer a break because it had behaviors, which also compounded on the anxiety. And, like at this point, this computer is 6 years old. It is technically elderly, and at the price we, plural, paid for it, no, I intend to stretch the lifespan of this computer as long as I can, just like its predecessor. It's just nice that I'm actually here right now. Also, the live stream is going to last an hour from the point where I move from this screen to my drawing surface. At least I'm pretty sure I'm streaming, so I'm doing some tests while I try to stall you guys. I just want to make sure I'm functioning. Ignore that. They always automatically play a stream. And of course, when I test my stream, I'm on mute. But when I go on the Twitch page, like, immediately, like, max volume, somebody else is talking! And no, that's not helping. So yeah, and on top of that, something is happening within me. So I have tea to try and calm it down. So I'm clearly functioning on Twitch. I just want to check myself on YouTube again. While I'm here, I'm going to post the rules since I know the chat above me is working. Plus, on top of that, let's hope that the stream will work today. If only because we had a slight power outage this morning, which of course caused me to have to manually reboot the computer. Okay, just wanted also to check my audio on YouTube, because I also wanted to, because the computer's fan has been struggling a little bit lately, so on top of updating some stuff, I changed some settings in Streamlabs, and I just wanted to make sure that my audio is okay on YouTube, because that's the first thing to go to hell whenever I do something. And I sound good, so just going to get on my timer and then move this. Contrary to Bootleg Cookie, I have absolutely nothing written for what I'm going to be working on today, and we'll just go with the flow, basically. soon as this thing turns on completely. There we go. So that part is still working. So basically, what we're doing today, I was pretty vague on what it was, and I'm literally just finally getting work started on the 3rd episode of Welcome Home, Nephew, which is basically fan art, a fan comic of Welcome Home by Coffin Clown or Clown Coffin? In what order do they put the word? I'm pretty sure it's Clown Coffin. Because well, I say he, it's he day, last time I checked. Oh, hi Ronald! I celebrated my 41st birthday yesterday. Well, happy 41st birthday, Ronald. Hang on. I get something for that. There we go. Now I put some birthday garlands on top of the screen, of the work screen. So if people asks, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. So we're basically just going to do some sketching today. I literally put it on 25 pages. Could be more, could be less. I'm just not doing the entire comic like right away. And the last 2 times I did these comics, like Welcome Home Nephew and Welcome Home Nephew painting the fence, I made them in like a harsh black line art. But this time I would like to do like a more pencil-y, gentler gray line art. Like I said, of course, we're not going to do the entire thing today. We're just going to get some work done so we guys can chat a little bit. For those that remember that that I received a little watercolor kit this Christmas. Mother 1 and 2. decided to paint watercolor yesterday, and of course she asked me in French, "Tu veux-tu faire de l'aquarelle aujourd'hui?" And I said, sure. Now, faire de l'aquarelle, it can be taken figuratively, which is mean paint with watercolor, or it can be taken literally, make watercolor. So in French, that was a really, really funny pun, because I decided I was going to make watercolor while she painted. This will be my first time drawing it would be so nice if I had memory. He's a caterpillar, but he has a full name. Howdy! There we go. What did you think of my request for this month's color challenge? The ones for Alex Seal from Angel Sanctuary and Daria Morgendorfer from MTV's Daria, done in the style of Kaori Yuki. We'll see about that. So as to not spoil anything from the shorts that I will be filming this week. You know what I think about Howdy, though? The fact, like, the more we see stuff from home, the more we see that they're not... The show itself, and possibly home itself, is not a fan of change. Or things being different. And that a lot of the material really emphasizes Howdy. Because it's a lot of the material is merch, and of course they make Howdy advertise the merch because he's a merchant. But at the same time, this is a grown man that is still a caterpillar. And we all know that caterpillars are the child form of a butterfly. So to me, it seems that home favors Howdy because he doesn't grow up and he doesn't change. You know, I have a reference of Welcome Home. I do not keep on me a reference of the yellow guy. I'm gonna take care of that real quick. Even when you know how to draw a character, you're gonna want references. of course, instead of doing it on the sketch layer, I do it in the line art. I also recently finally learned how to work with layer comps. I couldn't understand them, and like they're super easy to understand actually, but I couldn't understand them. And Clip Studio, like, bless them, Padre no Minus and all that there, they actually had the simplest of videos to help me with this. To tell you that that now it saves me so much time when I'm doing smack pages. Because here's the thing. I will usually put when it comes to Smack Comics, I will usually put the text first. So then I can better frame the characters after around the text. And then, after a while, hi Guardian. Oh boy, that's been a while. Guardian, if you need the link to the tutorial for layer comps, tell me and I'll send it to you later in DMs. If you have Clip Studio, if I'm not mistaken, version 3 and up, that's the ones that have layer comps. Speaking of Alexil, I've been writing a debate of sorts with Lena and Verse of the Slayers. Don't worry, I'm writing all by myself. No, because if I hear you're using ChatGPT, I'm gonna GPT ta gueule. French people are laughing right now. Bon. I've installed it on my new Mac Mini, but Start Be Lazy is just too much cleaning to do. Well, yeah, from what I know, it's really just too much of cleaning to do. Oh, by the way, it's Ronald's birthday today. I put some streamers up in the main screen. Because birthdays are important. Hey guys, I'm having lunch. Hi, Bono. It's just gonna be a short, casual one today. We're not gonna do an entire comic because I don't know how many panels this one is gonna be. Now, Baby Carrots has been a story. Now, before I start on Baby Carrots, I was talking about layer comps and a smack page. Because I always put the text first, and then I start sketching, and then I start penciling, and when I start inking, that's when I hide the text layers. And each speech bubble is in its own layer, in a panel, and the panels are in a different layer. A different layer folder altogether. So in order to hide the text, what I usually have to do is go in the frame folder layer. You know what? I think I'm going to put this stream up too. Well, once my alarm rings, we're going to add a couple more minutes because I keep stopping to talk to you guys. I have to go in the folder layer and then hide each text layer one by one, and then ink, and then flat and color and finish it, and then bring back each text layer one by one. Now all I have to do is make a layer comp with all the text and a second layer comp, no text. And then I can just swap in between, no problem. What do you think of my retitle name? You guys are asking me to think a lot. Well, people are... It's going to be easier for people to pronounce your name, I would assume. Don't know about the numbers, but then again, I've never been big on the names with numbers. But I'm not going to judge you for it. You do what you want, it's your name. Like, I have a lot of reasons to judge people. That is not even on the list, you know? Because for a lot of people, there's a good reason for certain numbers in their names, like they mean something and stuff like that. This time, pick the right... Oh, there we go. Now I don't know yet because I've also been streaming the making of a page of Smack, but like last weekend's streams, I had to cancel that one for this week. I still did the page though. If you're on Patreon, if you're a Patreon subscriber, you have access to the finished page and the work in progress pages. Because of the anxiety attack and wanting to give my computer a break. Right now, the fan is doing really well. Wow, everybody's here today. I am not complaining. Hi, Cartoon Cat Girl. Hi there, Shiro. Long time no see. Yeah, I had an anxiety attack. It's Ronald's birthday today, that's why I put the streamers on top of the screen. Oh my god. Is this a zit or a bug bite? I don't know. I gotta stop talking about bug bites and not specifying. It's because Dad brings wood in the house because we have a wood stove, keep it warm before somebody assumes that I live like Asmongold. I'm clean. I literally took a shower this morning. Oh, I'm sorry, those are the worst. I know. And it turns out it's because I probably very likely started my perimenopause. So that anxiety is going to stay for years. And I mean, it's not just the perimenopause causing the anxiety because vague gesture at everything. So... Shiro wasn't feeling well, and I'm a they, them. But it's okay, I do not hold it against you, because, well, I know what I look like. I realize I do not look like a they, them, or what does a they, them look like? Whenever I picture they, them, I imagine a gray alien. I'm pale, but I'm not gray yet. But don't worry, I have an appointment with my doctor. He will prescribe me some medicine made for perimenopause that worked really well with Mom. And not necessarily saying that I should be back to normal. Because first of all, my normal is not anybody else's normal. Secondly, I mean, it's part of growing old. Which, incidentally, is something that Howdy is not doing. And he is literally being rewarded for that. Hope you've at least had a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Did I ever? I got my little watercolor making kit. And I made some watercolors yesterday. And I've been calling them Forbidden Chiclets. And if I'm ever good enough at a point where I'm satisfied with selling my watercolors, my brand is going to be called Forbidden Chiclets. Because that's what they look like. Like, I had made some colors like a couple of weeks ago, and I was waiting for something to arrive by mail so I could continue. That stuff arrived on Friday, and that's why on Saturday I was able to make the other colors. Basically, it's glazes. And to those of you that are subscribed to me on Patreon, the photos are already there. They will be public photos soon, just not now. But I am very happy with the new batch. I just need to let them dry for a week at least, and then I will try them out, tell you guys how they came out. And I already have a request for a painting, and when I say request, I mean a friend asked me to paint something specific, and she will pay me once it's done. That's awesome. I'm watching from the new tablet I got. Ooh, new tablet details. Is it an iPad? Is it an Android? Is it for drawing? Is it just for fun? Which is also valid. Back when my old iPad would still play YouTube, it was basically my YouTube player. Because when I sleep, I need noise. Because if I don't have noise, I don't sleep. Because yes, on top of perimenopause, I have severe ADHD. So I am under all the anxiety. I don't know, iPad for watching videos or whatever else. Yay, iPad! But I'll be honest, okay? Apple company, terrible things to say about them. Can't say them in public. Apple products, I admit I do love them. Like, my Mac, clearly an Apple product. My iPhone, it's just that everything works well together, and they work well for me. And even if I complain that my Mac has troubles, both my Macs never had as much troubles as my PCs. The amount of time I've overheated a PC, and I've had another one explode, literally explode on me, okay? I'm not exaggerating. That is literally what happened. But with sparks and everything, you know? I put 25 pages on that thing. Could be 5, could be 10, could be more. I don't know, because these are all in my head. These are not scripted. Like, I know what the story is going to be. You know, as far as puppets goes, Wally is not that much more bigger than Yellow Guy. Like, when you look at the merch, like when you look at the books and the illustrations, Wally is clearly bigger and, like, sorry for the word, meatier than Yellow Guy. But if you look at the Wally puppet in the advertisements and stuff like that, the Wally puppet is roughly the same size as Yellow Guy, and if anything, his head is smaller. But I am going with the canon that Wally is slightly bigger than Yellow Guy. Oh. Well, it's actually a Samsung tablet. Also good is the phones that explodes, not the tablets. iPad for Twitch and art, but I got an Android tablet. Just gotta find my spare blue top pen to try it out. I know it's Bluetooth. I'm just making fun of his typos. Wanna know whose typos I make the most fun of? Mine, because I type too fast. I prefer desktop PCs, Macs over mobile device any day of the week. Dad and I have a policy of no Discord on laptops and mobile devices. What do you think of my recent drawing on Divine Art, and should I likely do... Holy shit, I tripped. See? Typos! And should I likely do the ladies like that in my art? Maybe you do what you want to do. Typos live and on air. Hi, Coco. Holy shit, I wasn't kidding. Everybody's here. Also, for the newcomers, it's Ronald's birthday today. That's why I got the little banners. Wish happy birthday to Ronald. it's a full house. And because I still have some health issues right now, I get some tea. Because while I do have some health issues, they're not that bad, honestly. So I said earlier the stream's going to be an hour, but the fan is going well. I'm going well. I'm not going to the bathroom every 3 seconds. So I'm going to extend it. See if we can make another hour. But that would be about it. That would be about around the time the stream usually lasts. I'm missing a bit of an arm. So these are the baby carrots, these are the celeries. Now, for those who remember, don't hug me, I'm scared. Yellow Guy has been thought that a lot of vegetables, including carrots, were bad for him. And we know he kind of struggles with digesting the information he's fed on the show, to put it politely. So yeah, that's pretty much the premise of each episode of Welcome Home. Welcome Home, Nephew. Yellow Guy is attempting to have an adventure, but because of the lessons he learned on his own show, he pretty much breaks down. But the premise of this alternate universe is to actually give Yellow Guy a break. So they usually have good endings. And even with the first 2 episodes, people have been asking if Duck and Red Guy are going to be involved. Like, I literally have a couple more episodes after this, and then ending. Duck and Red Guys are, and Red Guys, just one. Duck and Red Guy are likely going to be mentioned, but these 2 characters are probably not gonna actually show up. Like, the emphasis is really on Yellow Guy and his family. Hi, Paul. It's Ronald's birthday today, that's why I got the streamers on the screen. Now, of course, in this episode, Wally has his more recognizable speech patterns of putting a lot of spaces between his words, which it didn't have in the first 2 episodes because he didn't talk by the time I did the first 2 episodes, which were really early in the lore of Welcome Home. So he'll have his more forced speech pattern here, so he's more recognizable. And for those thinking that it's because it's House making him talk, maybe. There's a lot more in here that I show on paper. Like when he's alone with Yellow Guy, his speech pattern is more natural. Even if it's still calm, it's more natural. And when he's out and about in the neighborhood, where Home is keeping an eye on him. Like, for example, people will probably mention that Wally actually prefers apples over baby carrots. But at the same time, so William Shatner's speech. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, something happened. Oh, thank you, Annan. Thank you very much for your contribution. This this is going to help the right arm of my chair. Like, I even did some guidelines over here to try and center my drawing a little bit more. Some people are going to be happy to see this series returning. Of course, not to worry for Smack fans. Progress is going as expected on the current episode. There's already 2 pages done. People subscribe to Patreon have access to these pages. Le bilingualisme est un fléau tabarnak. For those who don't know, the X's are shorthand for fill in black. Of course, you gotta remember that the same episode where Yellow Guy learned about the evils of carrots was the same episode where he ate Duck Guy, who was killed, gutted, and his guts were canned. So... to paraphrase Wario in the Smack episode, Wario's all wet, "I'm a bundle of issues, bro." that's gonna be fascinating. 2 hours of watching me just sketching. Oh, I do have something cute though. I'll share this with you guys real quick. Just gotta get to the big webcam again, or else you're not gonna see Frickle. This is Bubba. He's a Build-A-Bulbasaur that I built super quick. It's a gift. I'm very happy with him. He's adorable. So if you guys like Bulbasaur, yay. I think I have a Sleeping Bulbasaur in my wishlist, but I don't remember if he's currently out of stock or not. Let's go see. I also finally put the Creepshow paperback in my wishlist. Because honestly, goddamn, I keep trying to get that book and then it slips my mind, or else it slips my hand, or when I finally get my hands on it, I don't have the money for it. So I was like, you know what? In the wish list. I guess he went out of stock because I don't see him in my wish list right now. Oh well, you guys know me. If I can't have something, I'll make it myself. And thus the watercolors I made yesterday. Like, get me pissed enough and I'm going to chisel something, I don't know. Yes, he is a good boy. Bubba is a boy. My other two Bulbasaur are girls. Baretta and Bibi are girls. And Bubba is a boy and he is tiny and he is good. My boyfriend sent me a Pikachu plush. Oh, I have one in the pile over there. Like, back when Pokemon just started, my grandma wanted to give me a Pokemon because I was in that. And, like, I don't play the games at all. I just like the little monsters at this point. Like, I got Pokemon Red and Blue. Not Pokemon Fire Red or Leaf Green. Pokemon Red and Blue on the Game Boy. Besides, if I didn't date myself with that, I'm going to date myself more because I'll fired up the 3D printer. Yeah. I probably dated myself when I received because after a month and a half, roughly, give or take, roughly a month. I don't have it with me. It is currently in my living room. I finally received my copy of Suikoden 1 and 2, and when I took the picture, I took out my original copy of Suikoden 1 on PlayStation with the North American cover. That's on socials. If you follow my socials, you've probably seen it. If not, screw the algorithm. And I remember buying that copy, like it was lying at the bottom of the video game rack in Zellers. It was like a temporary rack as they moved the video game section from one end of the store to the other. Because it used to be against the entrance that goes into the mall, and then they moved it to the entrance that just goes outside to the parking lot. That's the kind of shit I remember. Did I put the line art on the... Ah. Well, it's a good thing I'm only sketching today. Because if I had done all this and then realized during inking that I had sketched on the inking layer, oh, I would not have been happy. But not at all, oh no. So very no. I did it again. Maybe I should force the line art of that layer to be black. Like, I pretty much have ideas for almost all the neighbors. I'm still working on the Starlet, on Sally Starlet. I forgot his thing up. Yes, I did. He needs his little antennas. I also have a 3D printer, a little resin-based 3D printer on my wish list. It's pretty affordable, so there's that. They're handy when they work. Yeah. Here's something that Wally doesn't usually do, that he does in this alternate universe. He emotes a lot with his eyes. Like, he loves Yellow Guy, but at the same time Yellow Guy gives him anxiety. And I headcanon that whenever Yellow Guy goes into a crisis, it snaps Wally out of whatever, like, quote-unquote spell he's under that causes him to struggle when he speaks. Did you check out the reviews for the 3D printer? Well, they did look like they had good reviews. Of course, one thing I could do is check out the reviews again, but off-site. But they usually have good reviews. It's not like I can test one locally. You guys know where I live. In the middle of nowhere. Back, I got a big V-shaped potato baking. I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking. Ooh, itchy eye. The price is very good. Just wondering if you heard good things about it. I have. And it's like perfectly normal to ask that question. Because yes, it's cheap, but is it good? And like as far as I know, Cobra is a good brand. Did it again. Oh, while I'm here, I'm going to correct all the times that I sketched on the ink layer. Because that's also part of being a comic artist, drawing on the wrong layer. Twitch randomly paused on me for a couple minutes. Oops. Oh well, that happens. Touch wood for people who've been following the woes of my computer fan. My computer fan is doing fantastic. Finally, the changes that I did in Streamlabs are paying off. I don't do high-impact video games, so the setting that I put should be fine for the kind of streaming I do. And so far, the Mac is not having a bloody conniption. So anybody else receive any art supplies or art kits or anything else for Christmas? Or the holiday of your choosing, because we're inclusive in this space. And yeah, I hate when I realize I started inking the sketch layer and gotta redo 5 minutes worth of work. To anybody else that are not artists, 5 minutes is 5 minutes. These are serious 5 minutes. Like, there is only so much turning the inking layer monochrome or convert brightness to opacity can do for you when you sketch. It's a little overlapped here. There we go. A lot of undo and start over. I got Poscas. Poscas! I like Poscas. The ones I have are like the fine nib, so they do scratch a little bit, and sometimes they kind of spatter when I use them, but I still like mine. I bought some stuff to organize my markers and pens. Also got some highlighters for my planner. Oh, I like highlighters. Which, incidentally enough, is related to the watercolors that I made yesterday. There will be public pictures eventually. Like I said, Patreon subscribers already saw them, but I do plan on making the pictures public eventually. I will wait until they're completely dry. I'm giving them a week. So next weekend, you guys will get to see the paints. I have Copic and Art Skills markers. Oh, Art Skills. Is that a brand that I'm not aware of? More than likely. I mean, I'm supposed to be an artist, and like I don't know half of my art terms, and I always learn about new brands here and there. Now, normally I usually color the text layers in white. I will do that later, probably off screen. Because if anything, like I said before, this stream is so you guys can keep me accountable and actually doing my work. And I'm taking a break from Bootleg Cookie for now so I can do other comics. So at least you guys are keeping me accountable of starting this episode. Like, it's been years, okay? Also, in this continuity, I have people call him Doy. Nobody's calling him David yet. Because as far as we know, the David thing is... Well, the Doy thing is a fan name. The David thing is a hypothesis. It's a theory. But it's not because I reject the name of David. Nobody's using David for a reason. There's a reason behind the madness in this alternate universe. But right now, people are either calling him Doy. Wally knows his real name. But I censor it because I don't know his real name. I put something in it when Wally uses his full name, but I censor it and then I leave the hyphen because don't forget the hyphen. And how come Howdy knows his name? I'm trying to imply that this, yeah, a game theory, just like Cartoon Cat Girl said. And I am trying to imply that a yellow guy visited before, probably when he was much younger, because he's very happy to see his Uncle Wally in the first episode. So he's been there before the madness. And Wally has a very low opinion of his brother Roy. Yes, they are brothers. In this alternate universe. Now these are pluses, not X's. Pluses mean sparkles, and X's mean fill in black. we're gonna finish the counter over here. And yeah, each panel is its own page because I want to give it a look like it's a storybook. So little quote, big image, flip page. Little quote, big image, flip page. That's how it works for this story. And we're almost done. We're almost at 3, and I plan to finish at 3 for realsies. And like we had a good 2-hour stream. I think that's okay. I feel pretty good. I'm high on peppermint. Like even the Mac is feeling good, so like that's a win. It's also why I've been putting down text. That's God. It's also why I'm putting down text but not giving a tale. Because it's supposed to look like a storybook. Good. Here's the thing. Doi may be traumatized, but he trusts his Uncle Wally more. That he's willing to push through his trauma. And that's why he panics so much when Wally eats a carrot, because in his mind, carrots will turn your teeth gray. And he doesn't want his Uncle Wally to get hurt. But if Uncle Wally willingly eats carrots, then maybe carrots aren't that dangerous. Then we'll see this week if I have time to work on it, and if I don't, then there's going to be just more of this in the next episode. Action lines. And with that, I will leave you guys on this cliffhanger. But we're almost at the end. Like I said, it's not necessarily going to be all these pages, and I don't know if it's going to be longer or shorter. But I will stop this here for now. And we got a little less than 10 minutes. So I'm going tomorrow, Monday. Yes, we're Sunday today. Tomorrow I am going to try, for Patreon supporters, I am going to try to live stream the smack page making again. That will depend entirely on how the Mac is feeling and how I am feeling. Like, no promises, but the Mac has been feeling fantastic today. The fan, like, #1. This is the lowest it has been since I started streaming ever. So, already, yeah. Like, I wanted to stream for 2 hours. I am... Thanks for a fun show, Shiro. Thank you, Paul. And then we'll see next week if I had any chance to advance in this. If not, I will continue the work next week. And I also plan on filming shorts of the color challenge that I had to skip for health reasons. This is all for health reasons right now, until I'm more settled and I get the new medication and stuff like that. Because the last thing you guys need is for me to do a stream and to rush to the bathroom, like, randomly, probably every 10 minutes. Like, been good right now. But then, or also, like, attempting to rip my clothes off because, okay, I do get hot flashes randomly. Aw, man, we'll see you soon. Thank you, Bono. And the last big hot flash that I got was I was literally driving my mom to see my Aunt Moon. And thankfully, we were at a stoplight. But I absolutely needed to get my coat off. Like, I was ripping at my clothes while driving. We were at the stoplight, but still. Like, I needed my coat off now or something bad would have happened. And there was nowhere for me, like, to, like, park on the side of the road. Not where I was. And, oof. So yeah, we're trying to space out the streams, not just for the Mac's health, but mostly for mine. Oh wow, yeah! Now you got that image in your head. So, yeah, fun. But if I can't stream the making of a smack page at the moment, I still post the finished page and I still post the works in progress on Patreon. So that part doesn't change. But yeah. Those things are kind of chronic now, so just gotta pace myself. At least until I am properly medicated. I know it's not... Oh man, I hate getting hot. Yeah, eventually you'll get hot at random forever. There's pills for that. So when you get to that age that you get like really hot for no reason or really pissed off for no reason, on top of getting hot for no reason, then you have anxiety for no reason, you can talk to your doctor about that. There is medicine to help with those symptoms because you're gonna get them whether you like it or not. At some point. So, yeah. Consider yourselves warned. So yeah, that's the kind of stream you guys are gonna get now. Educational. Excuse me, guys. See, that's the other reason. I sleep good. I at least have that. Even for the parts where I wake up in the middle of the night and I gotta go sit in a snowbank. Okay, that part is a joke. But I gotta admit, it's pretty tempting. So we're gonna go right ahead and go to the bookend and talk real fast. Extra special caramel drizzle, rainbow sprinkle, chocolate syrup thanks to our supporters on Patreon. Amber B, Paul K, Miss Inavis, Bad at Multiplayers, Matthew H, Blas6, Laura S, Jeff B, and our part-time supporters, Super Dude at 808 and Rocket Mouse, are continued or part-time supporters appreciated. If all goes well, there will be another live stream next Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. That's my time, not your time. Maybe your time. I don't know you. I don't know your life. And of course, there will be... I am working on that shorts, time lapses of the color challenge for this month. Because, of course, honestly, I feel like shit at random during the day. Super fun. And, of course, there's the Wednesday short time-lapse of the RPG portraits that I do every week. I am looking at the sketchbook, and it is almost done. I will easily fit the playable cast of Dragon Quest XI, and then I'll see what I can fit after that. There is a poll, well, not right now, of course, but there is a poll usually on Patreon again, where you guys get to pick which RPG portraits I'm going to draw next. And if I've learned anything from that poll, is that nobody wants to see me draw Final Fantasy IV. It's been up on the poll for a while, and literally the poll has been 100% every time for the other game. I'm like, okay, I mean, you're the boss. You guys are paying, so you guys are deciding, I mean. And I do have a $1 tier for people on a budget that still want to help support me. Every little bit counts. And if you want to support me for free, share my shit. Share when I post about my Patreon. Share my posts, share my art, share. It's free, it gets more eyes on me. Because Lord knows I need help right now. I literally had an anxiety attack that threw me on my ass. A little bit extra money for the new pills would help, is what I'm saying. So I hope you guys had fun watching me draw this. I love fun drawing it. I'll see you guys next week. I love you all.